What you just watched was the Kansas City Chiefs fans going wild, baby, because their team won last night. They won Super Bowl 57 by the score of 38-35. It was a nail biter indeed. And I know there can only be one number one. I mean, that's what these competitions are all about. But I'm gonna tell you something, both of those teams, they absolutely did that. That's why that score was so close. They are certainly the best of the best in terms of players, the best of the best in terms of quarterbacks. They did that thing. But also we discussed recently, all last week as we were building up to the Super Bowl about the Black history of this particular Super Bowl. Let's take a look again at what CEO Mark Mariel put up in a tweet of the Urban League. He leads the Urban League. History made. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts will be the first Black starting quarterbacks to be featured at the Super Bowl. And baby, they did that last night. And then because of them, Autumn Lockwood has made history as the first Black woman to coach in the Super Bowl. She did that as well. And then we got from HBCU Premier Sports, in observance of Black History Month, we remember the trailblazers and icons that paved the way. We can't never forget those who paved the way. As Jalen Hurts' agent, Nicole Lynn, already made history as the first Black woman to represent a quarterback in the Super Bowl. Hello, somebody. And with his second Super Bowl win, Patrick Mahomes becomes the first Black quarterback to win multiple Super Bowls. You heard that right, baby. Yes, he did. And this Super Bowl was a big win for Black history on all types of levels. Black history was made at this Super Bowl. Yasmin, your thoughts about what happened last night?
Yeah, so I did watch the game. Well, I watched the first half of the game and I kind of checked out a little bit after halftime, but I saw from the very beginning, it was a very tight game. It was pretty exciting even for someone like me who just watches it very passively. But it's great to see representation in spaces like this. And it's great to see people who have been historically unwelcome, or maybe let's say unexpected in these spaces, to thrive within them. And to the people who are maybe tired of hearing stories about representation, the people who don't care about the first whoever to do whatever, the people who want to diminish those impacts of those firsts, I'll just say that tiredness is probably a little bit fear driven, right? Not wanting to celebrate someone else's accomplishments, even though it doesn't take anything from you, is just being a hater. And haters are either jealous or they're insecure because they believe that someone else doing big things means that they won't be able to. It doesn't have to be a zero-sum game. We can all do big things. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree with you. Haters gonna hate. I think it's a little bit of both fear and jealousy. But you're right. It doesn't take away from anything anybody else is doing. But it does make an important point, I think, Yasmin, that most of us have to deal with, is that when we say first, that means it's the first. So why did it take so long to have a first? Super Bowl 57 and we're laying out these first.